the older one from work. Wow, like a 3D there. Sorry about that. It's 4:30ish. The thermometer in the car says, oh, this timestamp. This is, I missed yesterday. This is July 11th, 2024. The thermometer in the car says 103. Welcome to Florida, right? So I'm going to go pick up my older son, who just unloaded a truck. Yesterday and today I've been bad. It was like 2 cigars, maybe 2.5. Did get some assistance from my mom today, thank God, because I got bills to pay and I can't do it with what I got coming in. You know, it's funny. I mean, like, funny, not funny. My parents are in the silent generation, which is the generation that's a little bit older than the boomers. And I'm Gen X, my wife's Gen X. It is amazing how many, because I've talked to more than just my parents, how many people in the silent generation, because most of them are more conservative, have been voting Republican, red, all their lives, can't see a change, they're bamboozled by what the party has become. And I'm amazed at how vehemently they vote against their own interest. Because, I mean, my parents they're okay money-wise. They do get Social Security and Medicare and all that, or Medicaid, or whichever one it is for older folk. The Republicans want to slash all of that. Bear in mind, again, my older son, who I'm going to pick up right now, is autistic. He's on the autistic spectrum. He's high functioning. He's awkward. Great kid, smart. And my parents are surprised that it's hard to get him in programs, and you have to jump through flaming hoops like a circus animal to try and get him to qualify for things. And they don't understand how wages, why I'm not making more money, why Kelly's not making more money. And it's like, you guys have been voting against your own interest for a while. Initially you were voting for your own interest, not realizing that they were changing the rules as you went. The rules are completely different for us than they were for my parents at the same age. Completely different. You know, my dad retired from a place, had a pension, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. These days, nope. Pension. That's something your grandfather had. Or in my case, my 83-year-old dad. They don't get it. The rules changed. The people you've been voting for changed the rules. This trickle-down thing, it's a lie. It's part of the game. It keeps the money up top. None of it comes down to us street rats. You've been fooled. I don't understand why you're not doing better. I do. Because minimum wage should be like $20 by now, but minimum wages got stalled out in the late 70s. And it's been going up at a much slower rate than it had been before, which is why Bernie and all those guys are saying minimum wage should be like $18, $20, $22 an hour, is because it should be. It should be. And I think right now in the state of Florida, because it's going up $1 a year to be capped at 15. I think it's 13 now, something like that. Ooh. And you figure you used to be able to do like a minimum wage job and a half maybe and cover your bills these days. If you got 3 roommates, no problem. We're actually really lucky I got the house when I did. Funny story about that. I had a reputation of being a player back in the day. And it was not really deserved. Not really deserved. But I can be charismatic. And I met this redhead that I really liked, and people kept whispering in her ear that I was playing behind her back and stuff like that, which wasn't true. And she let me know that she wanted to settle down, that she wanted to settle down. She wasn't sure if I was serious because of all the stuff she was hearing. So, I guess I was 26 at the time. I bought a house. Or at least, went into a mortgage agreement and bought a house. That was my proof that I was ready to settle down. I did it right before the housing bubble burst, which is good, because our mortgage payment's way lower than most people's rent. So that's nice. But yeah, we've got friends that 2 and 3 people are living in a 1-bedroom apartment and they're paying like $1,200, $1,400 a month. As a good friend of mine is fond of saying, I can't even. I don't know. Anyway, gotta go pick up my pup. I might be able to check in again later. I don't know. We are now off for the week, unless corporate decides to hand out some more hours to our store. They're being very stingy and then wondering. The sales for our store are below what they were expecting they would be. Ooh, I know. They're trying to pinch as many pennies as they can. They still want the same results for their shareholders. That old phrase, you got to spend money to make money. If you pay people and they come in and put product on your shelves so that people can buy it, it works out pretty well. If you don't do that, well, then you're going to have a couple empty shelves here and there. And maybe your sales numbers won't be as good as you were hoping. That's called reality, and that's called math. I read that on the internet, so I know it must be true. Anyway, yeah. Check in again later. Make it a great day.